Letters of John Nelson Darby, Volume 2, Letter 395-69E, of 1031. p. 118. Dear Lucius Pilson, though the natural construction is, are, Revelation 20 verse 10, as you might insert, were, or, had been cast, inasmuch as there is no verb, it would not be wise to insist on, are, by itself. It is not, were. If it is not, are, which I think it is, were cast, carrying on the sense of beta lambda theta eta, but in either case beta alpha nu iota sigma theta sigma omicron nu tau alpha iota takes them all in. You are quite right as to destruction, but some of the annihilationists here do not admit the Lord's coming. If it be admitted, then 2 Thessalonians 1 verse 9 shews clearly that their use of it is false. But you have only to substitute annihilated for the word translated destroyed, and the absurdity is evident. He came to seek and to save those who were annihilated. O Israel, thou hast annihilated thyself, but I am thy help, and the like. Secondly, I believe death and Hades, Revelation 20 verse 13, are personified. And that there is no more death or state of separate spirits, that is, in their separate subsisting condition of power. The power of death which Satan has is finally put an end to. But I have very little doubt that the contents of death and hell are included in them, in contrast with those in the Book of Life. But do not entangle yourself in volunteering explanations of difficult passages, when plain answers to error are there. The second death is explained in the word itself. It is the lake of fire, and in that torment is said to subsist, not Revelation 20 verse 14, Revelation 21 verse 8. It is, not causes, the second death, they have their part in it. If you ask me what I think of the second death, I believe it is the judicial separation of man from God, in the lake of fire, as death was the separation of soul and body. I had to meet one of these men lately, but I find that they quail before the word if it is known. It involves the immortality of the soul, and there can be no guilt or atonement for a mere beast's soul. The non-subsequent existence of death and Hades is merely a consequence drawn from general truth. They merge in the lake of fire. In the language they are personified and nothing is said of their destruction or non-existence there. I add this because they may use it as a plea that it means ceasing to exist. It does not. We find those who are looked at as living beings tormented there. It is therefore not ceasing to exist. When I interpret the passage, their power is absorbed in the lake of fire, as the kingdom in eternal glory in which it ceases to exist, and from that and other sources I see that they cease to exist, but not by the lake of fire as they pretend the wicked do. They could not say death and Hades were tormented. I have no doubt at all of the meaning. But it is no proof at all that anything ceases to exist by the lake of fire as a punishment. Such a sense would not be applied to death and hell, nor in any case does torment mean ceasing to exist, for it ceases when the person tormented ceases to exist, that is, the second death is not ceasing to exist, for that is the lake of fire. I fully hope to be in dash, but I am delayed by my translation being only yet printed to end of 1 Corinthians. The Lord be graciously with you all. Your affectionate brother in Christ. London, March 18, 1871. 52069E.